Hello and welcome. You are watching Nonsense Talk News Live and I am Pallab Ghosh with you. On a solemn day, the photograph you see behind me is of Mark Tully. Mark Tully needs no introduction. But still, those of you who are not familiar with this name, let me tell you, Mark Tully was one of the journalists who saw India and represented India in a different perspective. Like every journalist, Mark Tully too has his low and highs in his journalistic career. Mark Tully was born in 1935 in Calcutta, now Kolkata. His father was a businessman and mother hailed from Bengal. Quite naturally, Mark Tully's association with India was very natural. Those of you who are not aware about Mark Tully, let me tell you, many who have met Mark Tully would often get surprised to hear flawless Hindi Urdu. He was very good and fluent in Hindi. A checkered career, as I said, over 30 years, 3 decades in journalism. And out of that, 22 years with British Broadcasting Corporation, BBC, in New Delhi. During his career, Mark Tully had covered numerous stories. And one of his interesting encounter was, of course, with Jarnail Singh Bhindranwale during the Punjab insurgency. Mark Tully had shared this, and I will just share with you as an anecdote. When Mark Tully once went to meet Jarnail Singh Bhindranwale, a terror in those days, who was the face of Punjab terrorism. For local Sikhs in Punjab and outside, he was Sant, saint. For others, he was a terrorist who actually fanned the Punjab terrorism. And later, of course, he was killed in an army operation. But everybody knows about these things. These are history now. Let me come to the anecdote. So Mark Tully said that once when he went to meet Jarnail Singh Bhindranwale, his toe accidentally touched the sword of Bhindranwale. And the person in charge, his military ADC, to Sant, as they used to call Jarnail Singh Bhindranwale, warned Mark Tully and said, "You have touched the sword of Sant with your toe." And naturally, it was a very embarrassing situation for Mark Tully. But however, Mark Tully then said, of course, they made it a normal thing, and then interview followed. Then after, Mark Tully had numerous encounters with Jarnail Singh Bhindranwale. In fact, he had penned his experiences in the book Amritsar, Mrs. Gandhi's Last Battle. This book featured the beginning, the uprising of Punjab insurgency till Blue Star operation in 1984, and subsequently killing of former Prime Minister Mrs. Indira Gandhi by her 2 bodyguards, Satwant Singh and Byan Singh. That, of course, led to the 1984 genocide. Not only this book, Mark Tully had authored numerous books, which includes The Heart of India, No Full Stop in India, India in Slow Motion, and The Sixth Estate. Today, Mark Tully is no more, but he has left behind a legacy. If the young horns, if the green horns, the young journalists wants to become a journalist, that I have always been saying, people's journalist, project stories that actually features the society, the people, not just the corporate or the politicians. Though Mark Tully was very close with the political corridor also, quite naturally. Over 22 years as bureau chief in BBC, New Delhi, it's very natural for him to brush shoulders with top political fraternity. Mark Tully, a name which will always stay alive through his reports, through his stories, through his columns, through numerous interviews that he had given me. He was a wonderful storyteller. Whenever he used to narrate something, he would always talk about a lot of other things, a lot of other details. And this made Mark Tully the journalist that he was. Today, as I said, he passed away in the afternoon at Saket Max Hospital.